Hello? Hello?
Strike. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those details. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Takes aim and bullish header! He will be livid with himself.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. Vardiol.
Tries to play it through. And if you have just joined us, that could spell trouble. Now he's running. He's had a shot!
Fernandez. And he steps in, and that's the end of it.
He's having a hit!
Mazraoui. It's a pretty loose pass.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread it left. Saka. That looks a decent ball. Look at the space here.
He's certainly onside here. That pass isn't the best. Foden proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too. Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break. Goes down, but nothing given. That's a good run down the left. He's found a way through.
A header! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
You're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's a foul there right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
So, temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break with nothing to separate. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he skips past his man. Now, can he find a finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold threads one in. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pass somewhat off target. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's good play from him.
Haaland proves just a little bit too strong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. In by Saka. Played out to the left flank. Saka. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Now it's Haaland. Bruno Guimaraes knocks it into space.
That's going in strongly.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he latch on to this? And he can clear it away. And that's been won straight back. Guardiola receives it in a wide position.
Manchester really can't be faulted for their attitude. And if they
Takes the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid.
Maybe both, actually. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Ball in towards the middle. Ruben Diaz tries to clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Deftly away. Taken back almost at once. It's a promising position. He goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save. So that means another 30 minutes football. So that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
After 90 minutes, another 30 minutes, hopefully to make a difference. Wicking, chasing after it. Now it's Haaland. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And he's picked it up out wide. Showing good feet. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fernandes clears without hesitation. Great vision. In by Saka. Keeper gets his hands on it. Saka. Now, can they get him away? Perfect. Just the keeper in his way. And a chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Gvardiol fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
That's a sharp pass. Ooh, can he get onto this? So there's the whistle. We have a brief break. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Erling Haaland. Number 7, Reinders.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it all comes down to this, the ultimate test of mettle and mentality from the spot. 1-0.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Haaland is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. And he makes it one each. And he duly obliges. So on to the second man. Made it look easy.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Up steps the man with the armband. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
I think some mind games were played there, Peter. It certainly did the trick.
This to double their advantage. Of course. And that is a giant step towards the line.
A great position now, but still work to be done.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
This to put them 2 up. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Mohamed Salah is 4th up. No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper. It's all about his mindset now.
Dispatched. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me,
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game of the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3. Yeah, Peter, you can look at this from the...
And needless to say, that deserved better. Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game? I think it'll be fascinating, Peter, to see what this fella Gavi's been tasked with.
Can he finish? Goal! Spain! And we have liftoff! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Some great movement here. The pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch. Brazil bringing themselves unexpectedly behind. Tidily. Yamal. Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside. Mazraoui does really well there. He is strong. Now it's Oyarzabal. Spread to the right. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Over to the right flank. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Now it's Pedri. Alexander-Arnold. Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Ferran Torres. And it's Llorente. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, that was no routine save. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Yamal goes for goal! Lo Celso. Mazraoui. Real chance! Rodri, spread out to the left. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Sends it crossfield. Brazil ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And the counter is on. Aims beyond the defence. Fabian Ruiz is certainly on. And the shot! And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline. Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. We're already back up and running after half-time. Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Mikel Oyarzabal, oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Cucurella. He's shifting through the gears here, looking for the far post. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Brazil still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Has a look and plays it forward. That's destined for the flank. Not the most accurate pass. Saka is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's found a way through. And he's there to belt it away and claimed it back swiftly. Ball looks a good one. Oh, what has happened here? Rodri. So Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Here's Ferran Torres. Across it goes. Raya claims it without any fuss. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pinches it off him. Here's Oyarzabal.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ferran Torres. Lo Celso.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's Mazraoui. This is a promising build-up. Laporte cuts it out. No way through there. Kubasi. Brazil are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Llorente. Out for a throw. Substitution for Spain. Number 21. Miguel Oyarzabal. Coming on the field is number 20. That's a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he'll shoot here. Oh, and the referee says that is it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
In the areas shown in this map.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, I hate to sound too harsh, Peter, but that was poor. I mean, devoid of ideas, devoid of guile, devoid of cohesion, and ultimately devoid of any real fight. It just wasn't a great watch.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me.
Fans really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
It's Rafael Leao. And here's Ramos. Modric. Modric!
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Modric is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Now they can clear their lines. Gonzalo Ramos stood his ground strongly. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'd add ambitious and adventurous too. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. So it is still 0-0. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. Decent chance! It's on loose. Who's going to get there? Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. The pass is intercepted. And it's Modric. Half an hour played now. And it's with the keeper. On ball by the goalkeeper. Either side giving way, it has been tight. Ricci. Now Gabbia. Rijkaard spots it, and it's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Modric. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been slung wide. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Estupinian. And it's Modric. Well, Rabiot. Oh, this is a terrific run. Ricci getting this one clear. Great vision. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second guess yourself.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Modric. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's through here. Picked out brilliantly. He's picked Pulisic! A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Estupinian. Played out towards the right wing. The most accurate pass. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. Tries the cross. And the finish! And a goal!
And that could well be the winner. Well, what a shift here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. The goal scorer,
Rafael Leao duly reaps his reward, kept his goal whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
Fofana running with intent. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. Mignon claims it safe hands.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Referee's given a throw. No, again, there's no way through.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Fofana. And the referee brings it to a close. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high...
See you in the skies, baby, you can tell a lie. Oh, you can't fake it. I'm alone. I know you hate it. I feel it in your tone, baby. You can't replace it. Pick up the phone, just admit that you want a piece of me. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic.